What's up, YouTube? Jeff, your Style O.G. And on today's video, we're gonna talk about the 6 things you need to look for in a quality dress shoe. If you're new to the channel, we're releasing a video every day at 4 p.m. Eastern, discussing various men's lifestyle topics such as style, grooming, and dating. I invite you to subscribe and tap that notification bell and join us. And to my returning friends like A. Washington, salute. Now, I know you've probably heard over and over from people, including myself, you should invest in quality dress shoes. But what exactly does that mean? Do you have to spend $500-600? Can you get away with $100? What should you do? What we're gonna talk about today, I'm gonna let you know the 6 things you need to look for that'll have you on the right path to know if you have a great dress shoe. We're gonna break down all the components you need to look for in a quality dress shoe, and I'm gonna show you the difference between a not so great quality shoe and a quality dress shoe. So without further ado, let's get into the 6 things you need to look for to make sure you spend your hard-earned money on a great dress shoe. The first thing to look for in a quality dress shoe, pay attention to the price. Now hold on, I didn't say you have to spend a ton of money. In actuality, price isn't always a good indication of whether you have a good dress shoe or not. But that doesn't mean you can usually get away with being cheap. There are quality dress shoes in several price points. However, when you start getting below that $100 mark, that $150 mark, you're sacrificing quality. But that doesn't mean you have to spend $500-600-700 on some overrated, overpriced designer brands. I think generally speaking, there's a sweet spot between $200 to $400 where you're gonna get the most quality and bang for your buck. That does not mean you're not gonna find some hidden gems and lower price points, but the $200 to $400 range is a good start. There's just too many corners you have to cut to get to a real low price that you're not really usually gonna have a quality dress shoe. Case in point, I'll show you one of my inexpensive dress shoes. This is a shoe I had to grab one day when I had an emergency out of town. I needed a black dress shoe. It's this Stacy Adams. It ran me about $90. But what you'll see is that we had to cut corners. Leather isn't that great a quality. You got a glued on rubber sole. And although the shoe is passable and it looks like a quality dress shoe, it's not one that I'll be able to wear over and over, and it's not great quality. It'll do the job in a pinch, and if this is all you can afford, not a bad pickup. But overall, not a great quality dress shoe. The second thing you want to pay attention to in getting a quality dress shoe has to be the leather quality. This probably is the most important thing to pay attention to. And I don't want you to be fooled by the different type of leathers that are out there. There's different grades, different qualities, and we're gonna start with the one you definitely don't want. That's genuine leather. Now, genuine leather sounds pretty good, but don't be fooled. Genuine leather is actually what you get after you take off all the quality parts of the leather, sand it down, paint it, dye it, and try to make it look high quality. It's gonna look unnatural and shiny. Case in point, this shoe we just talked about. Instead, what you wanna look for, you want a shoe with full grain leather. It's gonna be durable, it's gonna be smooth, have very few flaws. It's not gonna be sanded, buffed down, removing all its great qualities. It's gonna have a natural look, a natural feel. It's gonna last you for years and years. There's even gonna be less moisture in this type of shoe, making it more breathable, more comfortable. So when you're out shopping for that quality dress shoe, make sure you look for full grain leather. Now, when you're looking for a dress shoe that has all the qualities we talked about in today's video, you don't have to look any further than today's video sponsor, Becket Simonon, who not only sponsored today's video, but provided this beautiful whole-cut Valencia shoe that's the example I'm using of a quality dress shoe. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a little while, you know I've partnered with Becket Simonon several times, and there's a reason why. They're a great direct-to-consumer company that provides premium shoes and accessories with exceptional quality and a great value. And how do they do that? They cut out the middleman and only produce the shoes one at a time when you order them. This saves them a lot of money in wasted inventory. They save a lot of money in the manufacturing process and pass the savings on to you. They make high quality, handcrafted shoes and accessories in-house. And like I said, they make beautiful, handcrafted shoes one at a time, like today's shoe, the Valencia Whole Cut. This beautiful shoe is made from a single piece of Argentinian full-grain calf leather, sturdy and resolable leather soles, an extra durable leather heel stacks, rubber heel caps for better traction, wax cotton laces. It has resolable blade construction, a full grain leather lining for extra breathability, and just like all of their products, it comes with a full 1-year comprehensive warranty. And not only did Becket Simonon sponsor today's video, they hook you guys up, the Style O.G family, with a 20% discount. All you have to do is put in the discount code OG, where you'll save even more on their great prices. You want a great handcrafted quality dress shoe at an affordable price? Look no further than Becket Simonon. Next up on our quality dress shoe checklist, make sure your sole is stitched and not glued. There's so many advantages to a shoe that's stitched. For one, this leather sole is gonna be more comfortable, more flexible. And when you have one that's stitched, you can re-sole the shoe. When you have a great full grain leather shoe, what'll wear out first is the soles. A stitched shoe allows you to have the re-soled shoe, almost having a brand new shoe. Can't do that with this rubber glued on sole. Once this starts to wear down, you gotta throw this shoe away. And it's just a cheap way of making a shoe and cutting corners. Now, generally speaking, in a quality dress shoe that's stitched, you're gonna have two kinds: Blake stitch construction and Goodyear welting. And there's pros and cons to both. A Blake stitch shoe tend to be more flexible, more aesthetic, more sleek. Goodyear welt shoe gonna be a little sturdier, a little easier to repair, and it's gonna be more water resistant and waterproof. But whatever you do, don't get a glued on sole. You wanna have a quality stitched sole in a quality dress shoe. Now next up, we need to talk about the pros and cons of leather versus rubber sole. Now the rubber sole, to be fair, will have the advantage of being a less slippery, give you more traction. Generally speaking, once you wear that sole out, there's no re-soling. And as we talked about, being able to re-sole the shoe really just extends the life of the shoe. One way that you can get the best of both worlds and have a little melding of the two is where you have a leather sole with some rubber inserts. Some of the qualities of a leather sole, but some of the traction and a little bit of stability of a rubber sole. But like I said before, I highly suggest you go with the leather sole. Once you start to break it in, scrape it up a little bit, it'll get more traction. And it's just more comfortable, longer lasting, and the best bang for your buck. Next up on a quality dress shoe checklist, we've already talked a lot about stitching. And that's what you want to give a little bit of finer eye on this point. You want to make sure you have neat, uniform stitching in the shoe. That's the quality of a great dress shoe. Shoes where the stitching is off a little bit, just isn't right, that's a sign of a cheap dress shoe that hasn't been made with care. A dress shoe with the stitching that lines up perfectly, has no stray stitches, you know that shoe was made with care and has more quality. Take a little time, inspect the stitching. Because it's such an important quality of the shoe, you want to make sure they took their time and did it right. And last but certainly not least, on our list of the qualities to look for in a quality dress shoe, you want to pay attention to who made the shoe and how they go about making it. It doesn't hurt to take a little bit of time to do a little research on the company you're getting the shoe from. Do they just mass produce the shoes in a rushed way? Or do they have a manufacturing process where they take their time and show care in making that shoe? Is the shoe made in an ethical factory where the workers are cared about and the quality and production of the shoe is cared for? Is it made in a factory with ethical standards where there's not a lot of waste and they care about the employees and the crafting of the shoe? 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get a great shoe. You definitely wanna look into who's making your shoes and how they go about making them. Okay, so there you have it. The 6 qualities to look for to make sure you have a great dress shoe. And for my shoe experts out there, let us know what you look for in a good shoe. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, hit that like button. Helps the channel to grow. And of course, tap the notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos we release every day at 4 p.m. Eastern. And I'll check you out tomorrow.